Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Welcome back on a wet Wednesday for some. We saw snow in the mountains, and that will continue tonight. You're looking at Bryan Head Resort. So in southern Utah, picking up several inches. It was 3 at last check, but the snow coming down in the southern mountains, and now we're seeing it in the north. Great web submission here. The Redmond Rainbow. I absolutely love it. ABC4.com is where you can send your weather photos, especially on a busy day. That holiday hail, oh yeah, that tells the story of the strong thunderstorms that move through different portions of northern Utah. And tonight, the live view of US 40 from Daniels Summit, where we've watched as wet weather has come down, and we've been seeing that rain transitioning over to snow in several locations. That car just went by, and soggy conditions out there for the Wasatch Back. Precipitation totals, well, they've been healthy since Monday, and we know these are numbers that are going up for several locations tonight. Over an inch in Enterprise, Riverton, Zion National Park, about 3/4 of an inch in Centerville. Salt Lake International at 0.85, contributing to the wettest October ever in Salt Lake City. More than 0.8 for the Wasatch Back, West Valley at 1/2 inch. Again, these numbers will rise with the moisture we've seen today, and as we head into the overnight, close to 1/2 inch in Draper, 0.4 in Sunnyside. So we've talked about Salt Lake and how we have this record moisture, but as we look at precipitation throughout the rest of the state, Salt Lake's not alone. Above average for Logan, Provo, Cedar City, and St. George. That blue bar representing precipitation for the month so far. The green bar showing where we should be, where we typically are. But no, month-to-date precip soaring above average in the entire state. As we look at the forewarned radar, we still have active conditions. Down south, just a little isolated, a few pockets over the high country, but we jump to northern Utah, Utah County with echoes of moisture. We saw those thunderstorms over the lake. Those are still progressing. And now this was mixed precipitation changing over to snow for the Wasatch Back over I-80 towards Evanston and the high country. And we know that we're still going to see some rain. So the lows on the move, wraparound moisture is ahead, and we should see some lake enhancement. We're watching as the storm comes through. Brigham City a little active, quiet now along the Wasatch Front. A few pockets of wet weather towards the western end of the valley, West Jordan, South Jordan, but we're not done. Time-lapse video showing the Black Desert sky cam sunset tonight as things were clearing out and calming down. Temperatures made it to 64 in Ivins, 61 in St. George, 59 for the high in Salt Lake City. Pretty sure that was a midnight high as cooler air moved in, and we saw those temperatures drop throughout the day. 60s on the eastern side of the state. Moab, the hot spot today, and that's when you know a Pacific storm system has moved in and brought cooler air. The temperature change tonight really tells the story because we are looking at Milford, Cedar City, Provo, where those numbers have really decreased from this time yesterday. As we head into the overnight, the chance of storm sticks around as we've got 40s. Thunderstorm potential is there. We just saw them over the Great Salt Lake, but then lake enhancement with some showers for portions of northern Utah as you head out of the house tomorrow morning. Can't be ruled out. We talked about cold conditions with that freeze warning in effect for Castle Country and the western Uinta Basin. There's the low. It's going to push on through, and as it does, you see how we get that wraparound by 5 a.m. We've got wet weather, snow in the high country with that snow level falling. We stay unsettled with a more northerly flow over the lake, allowing for some showers into the morning and early afternoon hours. Eventually, things will quiet down, become more isolated, and high pressure will take over. That high pressure will bring a warming and drying trend for our Friday that will hold into the weekend. Let's look at the snow potential here. 4 to 8 inches at the highest peaks, but the latest model run takes us through late tomorrow. And you see that pink, that's closer to 12 inches on the projection here for the Uintas. We know they're going to see some healthy snow for resorts. We already saw it in southern Utah. Cold air lingers with a freeze watch for the West Desert, Castle Country, and portions of the basin Thursday into Friday. So this isn't just one little cold snap overnight. We stay on the cold side into Friday morning when we start to warm things up. Here goes the low. It's going to pull away from the state, wrap around moisture overnight, drier by the evening with high pressure taking over. That high pressure will be in control Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. A dry weekend. Gosh, it's been 3 weeks since we've been able to deal with that. We're watching this Monday storm. That quick hitter looked better yesterday. 24 hours Hours later, a bit weaker, maybe some isolated potential as things will bounce back to follow. 50s for tomorrow on the cooler side, below average. 62 in Moab, 68 in St. George. Looking at the next 7 days, you see a warming trend in Washington County with a beautiful weekend ahead and dry conditions. The Wasatch Front, we'll see an unsettled Thursday. Looks nice Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to keep our eye on Monday for the potential of some storms, but then after that, fairly quiet. October has been interesting. Rocktober. We've been rocking with the precipitation.
Boy, we sure have, huh?
Not